post-game show here in Shawnee. Wolves get the 10-point victory over the Blue Jays, 33-23. Time now for our F&M Bank on-field interview with head coach Kelly Beeby. Let's go downstairs with Parker Burnett.
Guys, I'm down here with Guthrie head coach Kelly Beeby. Coach, it seems like every time we play Shawnee, it's a classic. It's a wild game. Obviously, they're really fast, really physical. How did you kind of think how tonight played out for you guys?
Well, I told our boys prior to the game, I said, fellas, I said it's going to come down to three things. It's going to come down to discipline, which is being in your spot, doing your job to the best of your ability, play in and play out. It's going to come down to toughness, which was whooping a man across from you mentally and physically. Then it's going to come down to conditioning. I feel like we were the better conditioned team by far. Their quarterback cramp, big number, their stud 13 cramp. 3 turnovers aside. I had a little life down here when we fumbled late after the fourth down stand. I thought they were bigger than us and faster than us, and I really thought our boys played their tails off. We've got to develop some playmakers. We had opportunities tonight, and we had some things open. Ultimately, I told them after the game that being in this ball game with this type of opponent, and I don't care what the record is or what the record's going to wind up being. They're 6'2", and they're a big football team and a fast football team. This can only make us a better football team. The fact that we played hard for 4 quarters and really had a chance in the end.
Coach, this is Phil here. First of all, I know you want to win every game, non-district game. You get to get better for the real season, as we like to say. But I thought you hit on the main thing. These kids battled for 4 quarters, and we were outmanned. I mean, it was obvious up here. They had more team speed than we did, but we put ourselves in situations to be successful and competed for those 4 quarters. So I know you come away feeling good. Let's talk about Ponca City. They got away with a 6-3 win tonight, getting ready for these boys next week.
Enid Ponca was 6-3.
6-3, Ponca won.
Wow.
So
okay.
And Dell City, on a side note, took down McGinnis tonight as well. But
Dell City's really, really good.
Yeah, their defense is
extremely
solid.
fast on defense.
Yeah. But talk a little bit about Ponca City, Coach, getting ready for next week.
Well, all I know is over the years with Coach Harmon, I've coached against him at a couple different places, and his teams always play very hard, play a physical brand of football. He's an old school guy. He wants to run it. He wants to play great defense. He wants to punt it, play field position, et cetera, et cetera. I know that they've made marked improvement. I know they've got close to 100 kids on their roster. And a little bit of success is going to go a long ways for those guys. So we're going to have a tiger by the tail when we go up there next Friday. Obviously, they were on the road tonight with Enid. I'm sure Enid felt like that if they didn't beat Ponca that they weren't going to win a game. The rest of the year, I'm sure they played their hearts out at the home. So that's a rivalry game also with Enid and Ponca. So until I see some film, I don't want to read too much into it. But I don't think that they will have the team speed that Shawnee had. But I think they'll be extremely physical, and I think they'll be really good on both sides of the ball up front.
Coach, it's late night, almost 11 o'clock. Don't want to keep you any longer. I've learned to love 7 o'clock games. I am officially a 7 o'clock lover.
Well, when it was 97 degrees and 86% humidity.
That's true.
It's 7 o'clock. I didn't mind the late start tonight. But it'll be a late night for our kids. I told them, let's hug your mama real quick. Let's eat and go back to Guthrie. I'm disappointed in the win, but I'm not disappointed in the effort. Right. And like I said after the Enid game, we can grow from this game, and we can grow from the ball game we had tonight.
Yep.
And if we don't, then we're not doing our job as coaches and players. And it's got to be all together. I told them, we win together, we lose together. You didn't lay down. If you got tears in your eyes, you should have left some more on the field. Yeah. As long as you've done everything you can, you don't have anything to hang your head about.
Coach, thank you.
Fellas, we appreciate you. We'll see you at Ponca.
All right.
Good job, Coach.
Hey, Coach Kelly Beeby on the F&M Bank on-field interviews. We'll take our final timeout of the night.